Hello YouTube, my name is Ethereal and today I want to talk a little bit about the new thing that's been going on, especially on Twitter and with the League community, which is about the Riot skin, the new Faker bundle that's been circling about. I know I'm a little bit late, but I really couldn't get I've been covering Wuthering Waves for the past few days. I really couldn't allocate, time for this, but I really want to get into this because I've been a League player for a long time. Um, Today we're going to be reacting to, Necrit, someone that has been on top of this issue from, the moment it was out. We're going to react to the video, see what happened, and I'll try and give my thoughts on, the whole situation.
Look, I'm not sure what to say. Can we go back to the $200 skins? So, yesterday, right?
Please no, don't do it again. Even though I do know they're gonna do it again, do not do it again. That thing was a mistake. I still see it in my games. I hate it. I saw it yesterday when I was playing some. I was playing support. I had a Gene ADC with that chroma. I wanted to cry. Someone that spends 200 bucks. To be honest, if you spend 200 bucks on that or 500 on the Ari skin, you do deserve to lose your money. Riot is doing you a favor by taking your money away from you. And what they're probably going to do in the future, because let's be honest, the skin is going to sell. They will probably make a bundle that's going to be around, I don't know, $1,000, $10,000, something like that, and people will buy it. And you do deserve to lose your money. I just wanted to know that if you buy either this skin or if you bought the Jin skin, I don't care if it's your main character and you like them a lot, you are a loser and you do deserve to lose your money. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Okay, let's keep going.
Finally revealed what is happening with Faker's skins. It all started with Faker's mini documentary getting a teaser, then we got a semi-cinematic trailer for the skins connected to this, then we got a reveal of those skins, and then we learned about the pricing.
By the way, the skin does look fucking amazing. I'm the type of person, which is a little bit sad. I'm gonna be honest. It's sad, but it is what it is. People are different. That's how I am. I do buy most of my skins based on the splash art more than the in game. I'm gonna be honest. If I see a good looking splash art, usually that's enough to convince me to buy a skin. The what comes in game is an extra. I really don't care. I'll give you an example. The most recent Soraka skin that they released, it's really not that special in game. It's a normal skin. It's a good looking skin, but it doesn't have special effects. It doesn't have special voice lines. It's just a normal skin. But just because of the splash art, I bought the skin because I thought it looked nice. Another example I'll give you is the one they did for Zyra. I'm pretty sure. I think it's Blood Moon. I'm pretty sure it was Blood Moon. The splash art looked so good. I do not play Zyra at all. I think I've played like 5 Zyra games my whole life before buying that skin. And then I bought that skin. I played around 30 to 40 games in a row, and then I moved on. That's basically how I am if I see a good looking splash art. But even though if I see a good splash art, it does not make me spend 500 bucks on a game. I'm gonna be honest.
And after testing out just how many players would be buying the $200 skins,
Which a lot of people did, by the way.
Riot decided to step up their game and test out just how many players are able to take a loan to get a skin.
I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot. I know. I'm sorry for that, but I do want to say they are still testing out the wars. This is not the final product. You think 500 bucks is the final? No, 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 no. They're trying to see how much they can squeeze before it's too much. So they start with 200. Actually, they started with the mythic skins, if you remember those. They started with those. Then they understood that they could go further. They went to the Jin skin, and then they understood that people still bought, whatever they put out. So they're now gonna try 500 bucks, and if people buy it, like I said before, they're gonna keep increasing the price until they can, no longer increase it more, or the people complain too much, or they just don't buy it.
So without further ado, let's have a look at what is actually happening here. Of course, all of this is tied to something new called the Hall of Legends. a website that is currently giving honor to Faker, perhaps the best League of Legends player,
That's
who is
true.
also just widely considered the best gamer in the world in general.
That is
It
true.
is truly incredible to see what Faker was able to accomplish. So some kind of giving honor makes sense here. I mean, if you just scroll through the website, you will see some quick recaps of what Faker did. After which, the website immediately dives into the Halls of Legends event. That's right, this is not just about giving honors to the players. It is also about the players giving up their money. However, as
Yep,
much as we may
that's
be
true.
joking here, the first
That's the main reason, by the way. That is the main reason. They don't care about Faker. They don't care about you, the player. They care about how much they can squeeze out of your pocket.
microtransaction that's revealed here is pretty good, at least compared to other league standards. Because remember,
Being pretty good doesn't exist, by the way. It's not pretty good. It's not good. It's not bad. It's worthless. This is coming from someone that plays gacha games. I've spent money on League of Legends, but I never say, "Oh, I got this skin for $20. This is worth." No, you're setting your money on fire if you buy this. The same way, if you pull for a character, if you're buying packs, $100 packs in the game, and pull for a character in a gacha game, you are setting your money on fire. The game that has no value, the skin has no value, the character has no value. You're just spending your money for the sake of entertainment, which is totally fine, but do not get it mistaken. The concept of value does not exist when it comes to microtransactions. It just doesn't. Okay?
Remember, all in-game purchases are subjective because Riot
Exactly.
are the ones setting up the prices. So
Exactly what he said is totally right. So if Riot says that, I don't know, this bundle is worth $20, it's worth $20 because there's no supply here. One thing is you going to, I don't know, a store and buying a phone. Let's say there's only 10 of those phones. Once they're gone, they're gone. But skins and other microtransactions, they're infinite. There's no supply. There's no, you can miss out on them, sure, but they're never worth whatever it is that they tell you because they lose if they sold all of these bundles for $1, they would still make profit in general because I know that they cost money to make in terms of paying employees. I'm saying that for them to generate 1,000 of these skins, it costs them nothing. It costs them to produce the concept of it, but as soon as it is done, making 1 or 10,000 makes no difference. It costs them nothing, right? This is a digital product, so keep that in mind when you try and convince yourself that if something has enough value or not. A concept of value does not exist in this context.
first, we got the Hall of Legends event pass. That's right, we got a whole new battle pass with this, which is
Wow.
still priced within League's reasonable window. Although
That's
it is
true.
still about $5 more expensive than all the other passes. So, for about
Of course it is. It has the name Faker on it, so I mean, obviously it has to be more expensive. I'm surprised it's not $30 for the base version, but maybe I'm just giving them ideas at this point.
$20, expect 100 levels of unlockable rewards. And here, I really want you to remember
Right.
that this has 100 rewards, okay? Just keep that 100 in
Yep.
your head.
Okay.
And here you honestly
I
get
saved that.
quite the banger.
By the way, I just want to clarify. I don't know if Necrit gets into it, but when you pay for this battle pass, you do not get the 100 levels, right? You do not get all of the rewards that are listed here. You get the opportunity to unlock them. So you're basically paying $20 to play the game. If you pay the money and do not, let's say you don't play the game and then the event expires, you lose your money, you don't get the rewards, they move on. So keep that in mind. For those that don't play League, of course, those that do know how it works.
Rewards. The main prize here is going to be the Risen Legend LeBlanc, which is your standard epic quality skin. Together with this, you will also get all the SKT T1 skins for all the champions that Faker played, 125 Mythic Essence, which is pretty good, that is about 1/2 of one of the most prestigious skins, and a lot of Faker-themed items. There are 14 new icons and emotes, the Broccoli Baron title, which is an obvious joke about Faker and the broccoli, the Hide on Bush ward, which I believe
I gotta say, amidst all of this, I do want to give props to the art team, because they're not at fault. They're not the ones that decide the price, but I do want to give them props. Look at this. The ward looks so fucking cute. It's actually insane. All of the references that they did with T emotes look awesome. I saw them. They look so fucking cute. But I this fucking ward, it's so cute. It's actually insane.
is a reference to Faker waiting in bushes with his rise, the Unkillable Demon King banner, which is another reference to his nickname, and 6 loot orbs, each of which should have at least one skin inside. So as you can see, for about $20, that is a lot. I would actually say that is a pretty good purchase if you play League of Legends a lot.
That's true.
Because
That is true.
remember, it is still a battle pass. You have to play the game to get all of these.
Just like I said before, there it is. You do you do not get what you pay for. You pay for an opportunity to get what you pay for, if that makes sense.
You don't just get them, even though that's what you paid
You
for.
paid for it, exactly.
But alas, such is the fate of battle passes. So far so good, right? Wrong.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the second microtransaction.
Oh boy.
Here, you can buy a standalone skin. A skin that has some legendary quality features, but it is not a full rework of the animations.
Look at that. That splash art looks fucking insane. I'm gonna say once again, I do give props to the art team. That looks so sick. That looks beautiful. I actually fucking love it. That looks so fucking good. Just looking at this makes me want to play League of Legends. And I'll probably be doing this later on my stream at twitch.tv/etherealbiz if you want to show up and, say hi and watch some League of Legends. So I that's when you know it's a good skin, because if you look at something like this and if you're like, okay, I want this and I want to play the game, that's when you know something has been well done.
Still, this one will cost you $50.
There it is.
Which in reality
Hey, just $50, man. Who doesn't have $50, right? Like, come on, it's just $50. It's not that much. Come on, just ask. If you're an adult, just ask for a loan. I do hear that in poor countries, really poor countries, you can buy RP in installments, which means you can pay them as months go by, kind of like a loan, I guess. Which is really fucking funny. So I'm expecting to see people ruining their lives for this skin, or else I'm gonna be disappointed. It's actually just so fucking funny. But anyway, let's see where else Riot is cooking up. But anyway, like I was saying, it's just $50. So just buy it. Just give poor Riot $50. Okay, they need it. You don't need it. If you buy this, they're doing you a favor anyway. So, but out of joking, not now actually trying to be serious. If you buy this one, I think that's totally fine. Now, if you are someone that plays the game, you like Champion a lot, you want to buy something, this pack is totally fine. $50. I'm not gonna shame anyone for spending $50. I've spent way more on gacha games, not that much, but I've spent, I've bought 100 packs before. I've bought, I don't know, $300 worth of packs in HSR. So I do understand, and I do not shame people for this. This is totally fine. Even I would be tempted to buy something like this.
is a whole bundle. You can't actually buy this skin as a standalone item. Now, this bundle
Of course
will
not.
also give you the Hall of Legends Battle Pass, which means that technically the skin is only $30. But it is a marketing trick. They still made you buy things in bulk. So, in
That's the
reality,
idea.
the price stays at $50. And what makes this one special is not just Faker's name attached to it. It does have some unique features. The skin has a special taunt that actually gives you a number of all your takedowns. And that's
This doesn't look that special, but the skin itself, it looks pretty good. I did test the skin out on the PvE. It does feel really good to use. I'm gonna be honest. It does feel really nice. It's smooth. The animations are nice. The abilities are fucking nice. It is a really good skin, and I'm sorry to all the Ari mains out there. If this happened to Katarina, which is my main, I would be pretty upset. I'm gonna be honest. I got upset when Katarina got a prestige because I thought, okay, here I go, have to spend I don't know how much money. I'm gonna have to grind the battle pass. I'm gonna have to play for weeks on end to get the skin. That sucks because I don't like to grind League. I like to play it whenever I feel like it. So I do feel bad for Ari games. This though, this is nothing. It's fucking useless. But the skin is good.
kinda it. You also have your special border and an icon and an emote. But those are kinda standard these days. And no, I don't count getting the actual champion as a bonus.
That's true, that's
so
not a
on
bonus.
top of the quality of a normal epic skin, you are just paying extra $10 for an emote that shows you your takedowns. Which is not the best, but it is still not that bad.
It's okay.
No, if we want to go
Oh
bad,
boy, here it
we
comes.
need to turn a
The best part.
microtransaction into a macro transaction.
True.
And we do that
True.
by raising the price 6 times.
Beautiful.
That's right, as the gaming company trend goes these days. This skin has multiple tiers for purchase. I mean, where did Riot get this idea? Ubisoft? And yes, we are
It's a genius idea. I'm sorry, it is. Even though it makes me mad, I do not agree with it, and a lot of people don't agree with it. We have to, give credit where credit is due. As a business, they want to make money, and this is a genius idea. If I was the owner of Riot, I would do the same thing. It's gonna make me a lot of money. I'm gonna be honest. If you made this an affordable price, you would make, in my opinion, more money. But what do I know? I do not own Riot. I do not have the data they do have. So maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. If I could sell one sandwich for $1,000, or I could sell 1,000 sandwiches for $10. The result would be the same, and people would be happier with me, right? It is what it is.
jumping up from the price of $50 all the way to 32,000 RP, or in other words, about $300.
Amazing.
That is already
that's totally
more
fine.
than the $200 skins.
Yep,
And this one is not even part of a gacha system, so you have to buy it for that high price directly.
Yep, it is what
it's
it is.
supposed to be better. I'm not sure if it is.
It's
well,
not.
as it tends to be upon seeing this high price. People usually look at what they can get for that price to see if it is justified. So, let's have a look at what we get.
Okay.
So, for the extra $250, you get an upgraded version of the skin. This skin has an extra feature. It evolves. Based on
Amazing.
the video, you get credit for destroying structures or killing opponents.
By the way, back in the day, when the skin is still available, but back in the day when they used to make this type of skins that quote unquote evolve, you know how much you would pay for it? $20. I have an ultimate Sona skin that proves that, and I have a ultimate Lux skin that proves that as well. Oh, and the Ezreal skin also evolves, which is another, I think, $20 that it costs at the time, or 25, something like that. Now, if you want something like that, you have to pay $300, which is, not that big of a difference, right? Totally not that big of a difference.
And after getting enough points, the skin evolves. Which pretty much just turns her dress black and it turns her tails into a bunch of foxes.
It looks beautiful.
Admittedly, it looks pretty good.
It does.
And there is also a third evolution, which essentially turns the skin into a prestige version.
Yep,
but
and it
that's
looks even
only
better.
up during her ultimate.
It doesn't matter.
So when the
Looks
ultimate
good.
goes off, she
Yep.
transforms back. Although while
Yep.
it's up, apparently she also gets unique HUD elements on screen. Now, if you look directly at all the things listed here in this bundle,
Right.
you have the unique transformations, which we just mentioned, but here we learned that each transformation also has unique voice lines, but apparently the skins also get a custom visual announcer, which I assume is not a new voice for the announcer. It should really be just a new border around the words First Blood. Then, this skin also has
Amazing.
a unique animation for destroying towers and killing enemies. It is this fox
Okay.
slamming down, which looks like a finisher from Valorant. And
They are totally gonna make more of these. I'm guessing. I don't know if Necrit gets into it, but I mean, just looking at it, they'll probably make this a standalone. Not this one specifically, but they'll probably make this finisher thing a standalone version. They have for what is it called? Teamfight Tactics. I don't play a lot of it, but I do know they have custom finishers for dealing damage and stuff like that. They'll probably do the same. I'm guessing,
all
or maybe I'm just giving them ideas.
things considered, this should be an entirely new thing. As
Yeah,
far as I'm
that's
aware,
never been done.
finishers don't exist in League of Legends, even though they
Not the
exist
core game.
in every other Riot game.
Yep.
So from a marketing perspective, I have to advise you. Don't get baited into buying an expensive skin
True.
because it has some features which other skins don't.
True.
Eventually, after this feature gets tested, it is extremely likely we will see other finishers in the game.
Just like I said, Necrit is smart. He knows, it's basic business, right? You can guess it just by looking at it. If something's unique enough, and it's a mechanic of the game, you can guess that sooner or later it's going to become a core selling point in the game.
Maybe it will be turned into a separate cosmetic. That's what would make sense. Once the Pandora's
True.
box gets opened, it will be everywhere.
That's true.
And it happens in literally every live service game ever. So don't buy it just for the finisher. Anyway, next it also gets mentioned that you get everything from the previous bundle. So
Obviously.
pretty much just the border icon and emote, and also the battle pass. There is also a holographic immortalized splash art, which sounds way too cool for an animated splash art which you are only going to see during champion select. So
Which does look pretty awesome. I'll be honest. This image moving, right? It does look pretty fucking nice. I like it a lot. But he is right. You will only see it in two instances. Not only champion select, you can, probably set it as your profile, background. But let's be honest. 30 seconds in a loading screen to see this skin, and you'll never go to, if you play the game, you probably never go to your profile. So only other players will see it on your profile if they do see it. Is it worth the $300? Probably not.
you will see it exactly for like 60 seconds.
Yep,
There
true.
is also a dynamic profile background, which I assume is the exact same animation which you can see on screen right now, except you will see it on your profile. An immortalized border, so a cooler version of the previous border, and new icon and emote. So
A new
cooler
emote?
version of
Man.
the previous icon and emote.
That's nice,
so
man.
really,
That's cool.
you don't get much from the previous pack.
No, you do
and
not.
that should be what justifies the $250. It means you are paying for the transformation feature, and that is honestly it. You are raising it from an epic skin to a legendary skin for $250.
But that's true. But to be honest, I do compare it more to an ultimate skin in terms of transformation. Like I said before, this skin, if you wanted to transform, you have to pay $300, dollars, or $250, an increase of $250. Back in the day, it was $25 to $30, and you would get the ultimate skin that transforms as multiple forms. Lux comes to mind, Sona, which has 3 different forms, and they are not only on your ultimate, they are throughout the whole game, which come with, custom music for it. I don't know. I think the quality has, it's definitely there, but I don't think it, it justifies the increase in price.
But if you look down
Yep,
there,
there's one more, of course.
You know that's not it.
There's one
We
more.
all know that there is also
Yep.
the third bundle. So,
Yeah, there's one more.
let's rip the band-aid off.
Let's see it.
So, for over double the price,
Obviously.
or 59,260 RP, or
Holy
in other
fuck.
words, almost $520,
That's
the
good,
new
man.
features better get mind-blowing.
Yep.
And do you know what? They will blow your mind. I'm just not sure it's gonna be in a good way. So, on top of the skin evolving for another $250, which overall is more than the minimum wage of many countries around the world.
That's true.
The skin gets a new Faker's signature move.
Don't worry, guys. If you cannot afford the skin, because let's say you live in one of the countries that he mentions that don't make that much in a normal wage, that's fine. Riot has your back. You can, like I said before, you can buy RP in installments, which means they give you, let's say, the $500 in RP, and then you can, let's say, pay $13 a month for the rest of your life to pay it back. I think that's a pretty nice deal. So you can get this pretty cool skin that says Faker, and then even though this signature doesn't mean anything because it's a digital signature. But yeah, that's something you can do. You're welcome. I just provided you with the best solution for your problem. I will personally not do this. I could, I won't. But I am excited to see, the type of people that ruin their lives. I have heard that people have already taken loans for the skin. So that's pretty exciting. I will be sure to cover that if it ever arises on, Twitter or a video. I'll be covering that. I cannot wait.
Which shows Faker above Ari.
By the way, I'm sorry I'm pausing again a lot, but this emote is fucking sick. Watching Faker mewing, if I could throw this in my opponent's face, I would. That's fucking cool. I want Faker to mew on my opponents. Honestly, that's so fucking good.
Yeah. Also, you have Faker's structure finisher, which gives you a bit of red smoke around the tower when you destroy it, and a signature pops up.
Insane.
Next, you also have
changes
the final
everything.
boss Faker title, which, first of all, that is a weird title.
It
Would
is.
I be the final boss Faker Necrit?
Yep, it's
Doesn't
kind of
really
weird.
have the ring to it.
Yep.
But also, I am pretty sure people will get bullied if they are caught with this title, just like they have with the $200 gym.
No, I'm sorry. People will not get bullied for the title. They will get bullied for anything. If people recognize the emotes, you will get bullied. If people recognize the border, you'll get bullied. The skin, the splash art, anything about this bundle. If people recognize this as one of the little items on the bundle, you will be made fun of. And I'm going to be honest, you do deserve it. I'm sorry, it is the truth. If you buy the $50 version, that's fine. I can even be okay with people buying the $300 version, even though I do think it's stupid. But I mean, I'm a gacha game player. I really can't say anything about it. But $500, I really do think it's, if you are spending that much, you do deserve to be made fun of, and you do deserve to lose your money. I'm just being honest. And if you disagree, you're just wrong.
Skin. Then of course there is yet another border with yet more icons and emotes. So again, the previous ones lose their value.
That's true.
There is also a new signature splash art, which is exactly the same
The
as
same
the
thing.
previous
Yep.
one, except this one is signed. Just
Beautiful.
to remind you, that is a digital signature on your screen for $500. Then it mentions
Just like I said, these types of signatures don't mean anything. They have no value. I mean, normal ones usually don't have value, but I guess you can sell stuff that has been signed in person, right? If Faker signs your shirt, you can probably sell it for, a large amount of money. Even I do think it's stupid, but you can. But a digital signature has zero value. Okay? The skin has no value, but the signature, just even though it's Faker, it has no value as well because it's digital. But it is what it is.
you also get everything from the previous bundles, which is pretty much the transformation feature of the skin and the
that's
battle
nice.
pass. You also get a special chroma recolor of the LeBlanc skin.
Look at that. Doesn't that scream $500 worth to you? Look at that. Look at these colors. They look so good. Isn't this worth the money? I think it is. I think I changed my mind. I will take about 2 to 3 loans just to buy a copy of this skin on every single account that I have. I will buy in each account this bundle, so I'll be taking a couple of loans for it. You can count on it.
and a special recaller for all the T1 skins of the champions that Faker played. But lastly, and
Small little side note before we continue. Faker usually doesn't use any skins, so you know it's not like you're being like Faker. You're gonna be like Faker. You're his friend because you bought the pack. Not really. He doesn't really even use skins, and even though the skin's gonna come out, I doubt that he's gonna use it in game as well. Just a little side note.
most importantly, you also get 100 pass levels. Now let me ask you a question. Do you remember the thing I told you to remember?
I sure do.
That's right. Why play a game that gives you rewards, which you paid for,
True.
when you can pay $500
To skip.
and just skip
Yep.
everything and get all
Exactly.
the rewards at
Yep.
once?
It
What's
is what it
crazy
is.
about this is that yes, this is literally just you buying a digital signature and 100 level boosts. That is it. That is honestly wild. Like, look, if Faker doesn't personally come to my room and sign the tower I just destroyed,
That is true, and I'll go a step further. If Faker doesn't come in my room to jerk me off, then the bundle is just not worth. I'm sorry, man. If Faker does not personally come here, to let me have a piece of him, then I really don't care. He either comes into my room and jerks me off, or something else, or I don't care. It's honestly insane that they ask $500 for a little signature with a red tint around, and they call it this premium skin. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure if it's worth it.
No, it's
In
not.
fact, now you might be asking, just who is this for? Well,
Wales.
let me tell you, it's for all the people who buy all the skins,
There it is.
regardless of what they are. To which you might argue, those people don't exist.
They 1,000% exist. They exist in gacha games. They exist in shooter games. They exist in every game. Okay, they exist in CS:GO. People that have super expensive knives, snipers, AKs. They do exist. Of course, they're gonna exist in League of Legends as well. It's kind of obvious that they will exist.
To which I would reply, oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
I have receipts.
Yep, they do.
Those people are real.
Let's see what's this. 60k isn't that bad. Try getting 1,600 plus skins. True. As a 0.1% league whale, this is good news for me. That's pretty cheap. Can't wait to get closer to 1,700 skins. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's a whole new world, I guess.
They scare me, dude.
Yeah.
Now, throughout all of this, I have to let my opinion out. And the truth is, I don't really care what Riot is selling. It's a skin, and fortunately, a skin can't ruin gameplay.
That's true.
Of course, there
I mean,
are
it can,
exceptions.
exactly.
So is League worth?
That's what I was gonna say. There are a couple of exceptions. Dragon Lee is one of them, or whatever that skin's called, and there's skins for, let's say, Blitzcrank. The iBlitzcrank skin is one of the oldest skins that they do give you. I won't say an advantage, but they do make the game harder for your opponents and easier for you.
Because this skin got released? Arguably not. So I'm not mad at Riot or anything like that. I just think they've gone mad. Because I have no idea who could even greenlight this. Also, I am mad. The
So-
drama
same.
is not over.
Same.
You'll see some pretty awful things coming in just a second. Anyway, this is supposed to be a celebration of Faker. Instead, it is a celebration of the people who can afford to celebrate Faker. And honestly, I don't think that's gonna be many. I still think a lot of people will buy.
It's pretty simple. I think this is a pretty simple concept to understand. Let's say you have, I don't know, two friends. One of them, it's his birthday party, and it's his birthday, you want to celebrate, and so the other friend throws a party to the first friend, and it invites all of that guy's friends to a party. Once you show up, the birthday guy doesn't really know what's going on. He's just there to enjoy the party. Everything is being, arranged by the other friend. Once you get to the party, the other friend says, "Hi, welcome. We're here to celebrate a guy's birthday, the other guy. If you want to get in, you pay $500. Okay? If you want to celebrate with us, you pay $500 to me. They'll probably give a share to Faker, I'm guessing. So you pay $500. I'll give $10 to the birthday guy, and you can come in and celebrate with us. That's basically what they're doing in giving another example. That's basically what they're doing.
Buy the base $50 version. That's gonna be way more people than you probably think. A slightly smaller chunk of all of those people will actually go for the $250.
That's true.
It sounds ridiculous, but I actually believe that. But hopefully, not too many people get baited into the $500 button.
They will. They will. It's obvious. And like I said before, I have already confirmed that on Twitter. I've seen people that have said that they have taken loans to buy the $500 back. It's inevitable. There's no way people are not going to ruin their lives over this, right?
Bundle. That one is a joke.
It is.
And what's the dumbest part
All
about
three of them are a
all of
joke.
this is that I don't think Faker even gets a cut from this.
Probably not.
If Faker gets 90% of all the profits, a lot more people would feel better about their illusion that they are actually supporting an individual.
That's
but
true.
it's more likely that Riot will get most of the profits.
that's
and
true.
Many people will feel like Riot is just leeching off of Faker.
Which they are.
In this case, that's exactly what they might be doing.
Yeah.
So, apparently, that is indeed what's happening.
Yes, the 2024 inductee and some League of Legends esport teams will earn 30% of gross revenue from the All Hall of Legends event. So, this doesn't mean Faker gets 30%. This means, first of all, it says League of Legends esport teams, plural, but even if it said team, which means that the whole team gets 30% of the gross revenue, which means out of the 30%, you have to reduce probably all of the taxes that come, because this is just gross revenue. It's not actual value, so you probably have to do taxes on it. After that, you have to split everything. So Faker should get about, I don't know, maybe 10% of this, maybe about 7. It's between 7 and 12, I'm guessing. I mean, this is just guess. I have nothing to say otherwise. I'm just guessing as people can, but I don't think this is enough, which is obviously the idea that Riot wants. They want most of the profits. Makes sense.
Because on the website they confirm that 30% of the profits will go to the entire team.
To the entire
which is
team,
reasonable
exactly.
because Faker wouldn't be where he is without a team.
That's true.
But not only is the 30% cut quite bad, but that also means that Faker directly gets even less.
That's
so
what
overall,
I just said,
the situation is not amazing. But don't worry, we are not done with the drama just yet.
Is there
because
more?
there is one more thing we have to mention.
Okay.
At the very bottom, there is also an FAQ for this skin.
Oh boy.
And here they talk about how long the event will be up for, what the Hall of Legends is about. They even talk about how the pricing was decided. Long story short, it is for those who are looking to...
Let me go back.
Was
Let me
Long
read
story
this. Whether you're a new fan, a long-term diehard, or just want to join the celebration, we thought it was essential for it to be something for you and for everyone, okay? As we celebrate our first Hall of Legends inductee, for the more casual fan, we have some of our most generous bundles to date. I see a $5 increase on the Battle Pass is generous, interesting. Plus the others that are clearly don't have that much value. Anyway, the All of Legends pass includes multiple skins, including Raisin Legend LeBlanc, emotes, and more, while the Raisin Legend collection adds the new Raisin Legend Ari skin for collectors to enjoy. For those looking to flex their fandom, flex, that's the keyword, flex, the Immortalized Legend Collection and Signature Immortalized Legend Collection includes spectacular additions headlined by the evolving Immortalized Legend Ari skin. Okay, so basically it's saying if you want to flex your money, this is for you.
Short, it is for those who are looking to flex their fandom.
Yep, true. Their money, you mean?
For $500?
Yep.
Yeah, do you remember feeling pride and accomplishment?
Yeah.
Also, in another question, they mentioned that this will return annually.
Obviously.
Yep, Riot plans to release a new $500 skin every year. But that's not the worst part. Somehow things get far worse. And I
Okay.
mean, this is the bottom of the barrel of predatory practices. Because after setting up this ridiculous price, and after trying to bait people into buying something they will absolutely regret buying the next year, they drop the sickest line on the entire website. At current, this content is meant to be available for limited time only,
Oof.
and there are no plans to bring these cosmetics back.
FOMO.
Likewise, there are no plans to add the Hall of Legends cosmetics to the loot pools, including rerolls.
This is called FOMO, fear of missing out. So you better buy it before it's gone forever, and you're gonna lose all of that value, that 800% value. And obviously they're gonna not gonna add, the Ari skin to the, the loot, the rerolls, because let's say you're someone that spends $500 on the bundle, and some dumbass just gets it for like $2 because they bought a box and they had an extra key, and they get the skin, right? Obviously, they're not going to do it because they would have a huge problem on their hands. But this is obviously doesn't mean I agree. It's just it makes sense in a business perspective.
That's right. This is a $500 FOMO. If it was
Yep.
just $500, who cares? It's a skin the world won't burn. But if you say, hey, that's a 500
Say that to the Ari mains. I would be upset if that happened to Katarina. I was upset at first when it happened when she got a mythic skin because I knew I would have to waste my money on the battle pass and grind the game for like 2 to 3 weeks to get that skin because I really like to collect every skin for my main character. And a lot of Ari players are gonna feel the same. It is what it is.
skin. And it will never return.
It looks good,
Well,
by the way.
now
It does
you are
look really good.
absolutely just baiting people into buying it. This is, without a doubt, predatory because you are exploiting your own players' impulsiveness. And you know this is what you are doing because this is an extremely common practice in sales. This is garbage. And even though before it was just jokingly bad, with this single line, any solidarity you could have had before was just destroyed. I understand that the feedback will be harsh, and I understand that the prices will not change as a result.
they won't.
But this should not be a limited purchase. There is no reason to do it, and you are actually harming people. So please, Riot, reconsider this.
Not gonna happen.
And that is the $500 skin explained. I honestly don't even know how we got to this point. It all started with prestige skins, then we got some mythic essence.
Yep, they crept in.
We got $200 skins.
Slowly
and now we are
creeping
up
in.
to $500.
Slowly.
Like honestly, what's gonna be next? There has to be a $1,000 bundle one
Nope.
day, right?
10,000.
Like that is where we are going. There is like nothing else that can be done now. Every video game under the sun has multiple editions that have ridiculous prices. And now, why do skins have the same thing? And what's worse is that it is confirmed that it will be coming back annually, so it will be a $500 annual FOMO.
Yep.
And you know what's the worst about all of this? Riot warned us. They warned us
That's true.
with the tag they put
Well,
on their trailer.
well, actually, that's actually insane. Well, that was an amazing video. Props to Necrit. That was really, really good. But obviously, the skin is not worth it. I'm gonna say it again. Please do not waste your money on this skin. You do not need it. You're not gonna die if you don't play this skin. It's really not that important. This skin is going to be forgotten. You get the prestige of having it for the first, I don't know, maybe the first month of the game, and then people are going to forget about it because they release Ari skins every 2 weeks, as a way of saying. So please do not waste your money. Okay, you're clear. If you do, you just do deserve to lose it. But I do hope that in the future we don't see a $1,000. I do hope we see a $10,000 bundle. I really do. That would be fucking funny as fuck. I do get mad over this, obviously, but I do think it would be funny because people would buy that. And I would like to see a $10,000 bundle in the game. But yeah, let me know what you think. Shout out to Necrit for the video. It was really interesting to see, the whole. I'm a little bit late, but I have seen the reactions on Twitter. I have seen the whole campaign about banning Ari, even though that's not really going to work. If you really want to boycott and send Riot a message, just don't purchase the skin. It's that simple. Banning a champion in a game is not going to do anything for it. You're not going to save the world by banning Ari every now and then. So, just don't buy the bundle. It's as simple as that. Honestly, I'll be live when the bundle drops. I'm really curious to see, how many people are going to buy it. If by some miracle they change the price, I would be okay with a max of 100 to $250 for the ultimate bundle with the signature. If it was $100, I would be okay with it. It's not that bad, even though I do think it's worthless. It's like any other object in a video game. It has the value that you attribute to it. If you think it has value for you and your entertainment, that's fine. But just don't overspend money that you do not have, okay? If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out Necrit. I'll leave the link in the description. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.